So regarding Scripture, I'm a Catholic. I write for a Catholic company, although we do write books for the evangelical population and for the larger population. So typically one of the important things is to decide what version of Scripture you're going to use. In our case, we typically use the New American Bible, which has its own ways of quoting and citing, and thankfully I have a book from the Catholic bishops that I use for that. But the important thing when I'm writing, I think, is to give proper credit to different versions, whatever you use. Many of the versions you can use a certain amount of quotes without written permission, just giving them, approval on your book title, which we like to do that. The second thing I think regarding pronouns for the deity, we've done both ways. For a while we were using lowercase, but my background as a Catholic, we typically use uppercase pronouns. And a unique wrinkle with me writing for the Catholic population is we typically like to have our books go through a process called the imprimatur process. So in Latin, the word imprimatur means let it be printed, and only a bishop can give that permission. It means that the church finds nothing against church teaching in the book. So we typically write our books and then we submit them to a bishop who can take anywhere from a few weeks to months giving his approval, and then we publish that with our books. And most of our books have that imprimatur. So in that case, I was working with that bishop and he said, I would prefer that you use capital pronouns, for the deity. So we've been doing that pretty much straight on now. So we do use capitalization. It gives a little more honor, I think. It helps. If you're reading a book, it helps you understand who the pronoun's referring to. So we do that. So, and then this is maybe a minor point, but whenever you're citing a book of the Bible, do not use italics. I've seen that used in places, but you're not really supposed to. You're supposed to keep the book of the Bible itself in regular font, and that just is an important one. So I think a lot of these tips you can find on the web. If you do look for an approved source to give you some proofing tips and editing tips.